Okay, we just wrapped up January where we saw almost historic, I said historic lows for the NASDAQ. As of this February 1st filming, we're leaving January, rescued from being the worst January ever only by January 31st rally. What does this mean for Palantir? Cathie Wood just sold a ton of Palantir yesterday. What does this mean? Are we worried? Are we excited? Keep watching to find out. Are you ready? Let's go. Woo! I may not be a genius. My IQ might not be as high as Elon Musk. I may never be smart enough to work for Palantir, but I am smart enough to invest my money where it's obviously going to accelerate and grow. Hey, historic lows get my attention. If buy low and sell high are the stock market mantra of champions, 95% of January was the lowest of the lows. We were buying and we are still buying Palantir. Speaking of buying low and selling high, why in the world did Cathie Wood and ARK Invest sell around 3 million shares of Palantir yesterday as it was just coming off its lows? Sounds more like a buy high, sell low. We are only speculating, but she must see something else that she feels like she can get a bigger return on faster. Listen, don't get all tripped up over ARK's daily buys and sells. Other investment funds do it too. You just don't get to see it. She rebalances her portfolios all the time. Your better observation is looking at the overall weights of her holdings. By looking at last night's buy and sell email, she didn't sell one single share in the ARK flagship fund. That's interesting. She'll probably be asked this question in her next public appearance. So until then, it's just all speculation. Meanwhile, for the MoonShot Money team, all catalysts remain the same. This incredible artificial intelligence company has made a round trip from its direct public offering of $10 a share to $45 and back again. Is Palantir a more valuable company now than it was in October of 2020? Of course it is. Truth be known, Palantir is probably right now in the strategic decision-making middle of this Russia-Ukraine standoff. Are we declaring the exact bottom? We would never do that. We are just thinking out loud today. There's no way to predict a bottom with Russia threatening cyber attacks on businesses in America's critical infrastructure. We are living in crazy town in crazy times. No one has been able to diagnose Palantir, the company, as being terminally ill or even seriously sick. When markets are swinging high and low, they always have a tendency to swing too far both ways. That's what's happened right now to Palantir in January. The stock price is sick, but not the company itself. Palantir, the company, is actually flourishing. When Palantir was $40, $35, $25, $20, if I told you could buy it for around $12.50 or $13.50, you'd do it in a heartbeat. Break my arm off to make it happen. That's where we are right now. Only in the 14s, your psychology, let me repeat, your psychology is the only thing that has changed. This company is powering ahead every single day. Last week, Palantir announced it had hired a new executive to its head of efforts in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Felipe Matthew will serve as the regional president. Palantir is not condensing, shrinking, or collapsing. Palantir is expanding across the planet. Mr. Matthew has more than 25 years of experience as a tech industry executive, which includes a 15-year stint with Oracle, where he served in a very similar capacity. Great hire? Check. Most companies' data is scattered and certainly unstructured. As if data piles up, it's only become more and more of a problem. Customer records and or legal documents, etc., are siloed in different software systems, which makes it difficult to crunch or interpret that data. Trying to solve that problem in-house would take companies forever and also cost a king's ransom. That's where Palantir's Foundry software comes to the rescue. This software as a service allows current as well as future customers to crunch this data to maximize productivity and profitability. As the Palantir team thins out Foundry and makes it divisible so smaller organizations can get only what pieces that they need, sales will snowball. Think about this. Amazon saw a monster opportunity in the need for accumulating and storing data. Enter Amazon Web Services. The founders of Palantir saw a need in unifying and interpreting the ever-increasing mountains of data. Monster addressable market? Check. Problem solving, unrivaled product? Check. Foundry is already interpreting data in the energy sector, the transportation sector, the financial and healthcare sectors with potential growth in every direction. There are competitors in this field, yes, but we put our money with the trusted company that holds the highest security clearance as a government partner. ARK Invest released their Big Ideas report for 2022. Notice that ARK analysts believe that artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, mobile connected devices, and cloud computing could increase tenfold to $100 trillion by 2030. This is Palantir's immediate running lane. By automating the task of knowledge workers, it should boost productivity and lower unit labor costs significantly. Their research suggests that market capitalization of AI hardware and software companies could scale at roughly a 50% annualized rate, increasing from $2.5 trillion in 2021 to $87 trillion by 2030. These numbers suggest Palantir's business will be growing exponentially. You bet it does. With a current $25 to $27 billion market cap, we could easily see the Palantir price around $25 to $30 in the next 12 months. Our average cost is currently $15.09, so we are still in a loading posture until the price crosses $15. Let me ask you an off-subject Tesla question. As of this filming, Tesla is trading at $946 per share. Last week it was $800 to $820. Of course, no one can catch the bottom, but don't you wish that you had bought last week? Well, guess what? 2 weeks ago in mid-January, Tesla was at $1,100. Just saying. Buy signals were flashing last week for us as investor sentiment reached an 8-year low. 8-year low. Think about that for a second. Investors were more negative last week than they were at the beginning of the pandemic when everything was shutting down and no one knew what was coming. So think for a second. Was that negative sentiment warranted? No, of course not. As the stock market bottoms out, it's a process. Are signals still flashing a buy? Only you can be the judge of that. Palantir's earnings report and conference call are in 2 weeks. What will happen to the stock price? Be watching this Friday for our weekly roundup. We aren't putting our buy and sell information behind a paywall, and we don't currently have a Patreon page. We want to be as transparent as we possibly can. So hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate every one of you, whether you're a subscriber or not. We just want you to be the best financial self that you can be. Hey, stay with us. Check out one of these MoonShot Money videos here. They're full of great information. Earn more, save more, invest more, and give much more. We'll see you in the next video and on the moon. Have a great week, everyone.